Okay, so today we're going to knit a size C sock, which is size 4 inches. I have the cast on rag that we made in a previous video that I'm using with the cast on comb here. Putting a little bit of weight on it. I'm going to knit a couple rows with waste yarn. So we're going to start the same way we started previous videos, where we are on every other needle. We're knitting one row with the waste yarn, bringing up the other needles, and now we're going to knit many rows with waste yarn. Hey, it let go. Okay, hang on, I gotta fix this. Okay, we're gonna go forward with these ones. Because it's waste yarn, I really don't care. Okay, I'm going to bring back my ravel cord. Put a clip on it, and then knit across. I guess I should state that we are at 25 left and 24 right. And we're going to carefully put the ravel cord in, increase our tension, and knit across. All right, so we are now going to E-wrap, because we want this to be very flexible. And then we will carry on with knitting a simple little sock using mystery sock yarn. Coming up shortly. I just got to find some really cool sock yarn. Alright, I found some extremely adorable fancy dancy yarn. And the first order of business this time is to E-wrap. So I'm going to grab this one clip, and I'm just going to E-wrap, pushing back just a little bit. Don't want to go too far this time. Oh my goodness, how much of my hair was in the way? Jeez Louise. Didn't realize. I am so sorry. My goodness gracious. I'm going to push down just a little bit, or pull down, I guess. Move those all forward. I'm now going to knit 20 rows in tension. This would be 0, 4, tension 3. Is that right? Yeah, tension 3. And I guess you couldn't see that. Okay, so the carriage is at tension 3. I am now going to knit 20 rows, and then we're going to latch tool. Okay, I'm going to make sure that this is 10 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's only 10. Okay. 10 more rows to go. Okay, apparently that's 20 rows. I'm now going to take the latch tool and we are going to drop every second stitch. I'd like to start inside. Just a little bit. And this is what I'm going to do every second stitch. I'm going to latch it up. And then we'll come back and we'll knit the calf part of the sock. One, two. Okay, you get the idea. We'll come back when I'm closer. All right, My camera battery died, so what I need to do is I just need to reduce the right hand side by 1 stitch. I'm going to do that by moving 2. And then I'm going to knit 24 rows. I have limited memory on this camera, so we're going to do this really quick. 24 rows, and then we're going to start the heel. I forgot to add, you want to increase your tension to tension 5. And then knit the 24 rows. Okay, so now we're going to start the heel. You want to put the carriage into tuck, and you want to bring forward all the stitches on the opposite side of the bed, and you want to bring forward 1 stitch on the left side. You're now going to knit across, and we're going to start short rolling. I'll make sure I do this right. Okay. No, I wasn't supposed to do that one. My bad. This one not yet. But this one, yes. We are going to go down to 6 stitches. And again, I have limited memory, so we're going to have to pause until we get down there. All right, so here we are. We're down to 6. And now we're going to start heading back. In order to do that, you need to make sure that your tuck levers are in half position. So half engaged, half not engaged. And then you can start putting stitches back. Okay, you can see how this works. One goes under, one goes back. Not having any issues going back for this heel. We'll come back when it's time to do the actual foot part. Okay, just for fun, I'm going to drop every 3rd needle on the right hand side, and I'm going to latch it back up from the ribbing to make a artistic element. Okay, we are now going to knit another 50 rows for the foot of the sock, and then we will do a short row for the toe. Again, lack of memory. Gonna go see if the other camera is ready. Thanks. Okay, so this is the foot of the sock. We are no longer in tuck. Nothing's in slip. Same tension. Knitting across and hoping for the best. Okay, 49 more rows to go. Okay, I'm going to stop every 10 rows, and I'm going to continue on with my artistic element. So I'm going to pause, and then we'll go from there. Okay, artistic element is added. Now I'm just going to keep going another 10 rows. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Okay, here we go, another 10. Okay, I'm going to keep doing my little bit of ribbing, and then we'll come back. All right, let's do another 10. And artistic element coming up. All right, 10 more rows to go. Okay, before I start the toe cap, I do have to finish my artistic element. So again, gonna pause, get that done, and then we will do the short row for the toe on camera. Okay, so this is the part that was missing because my battery was dead. We are going to put the machine into full tuck, which means hold. We're going to bring from one left all the way to right 24 into hold. We are also going to bring 24 left into hold as a wrap. So now we're going to knit across. Actually, I'm going to move my weights up. Okay, so now we're going to knit across. Wrap it. Bring that forward. Come back around. This one comes forward. This one wraps. Go back. This one wraps. This one comes forward. Move up your weights. I'm going to go all the way from 24 stitches down to 6 and then back up to 24 and then remove on waist yarn, and then we will sew it. Make sure you move up your weights. Now, if you get into a problem where these parts don't seem to be working very well, if you can get a hold of one of these, put it in the center. Try not to drop those on your feet. And then you hang the claw weight on top of that one. And you just use the edge of the claw weight to just snag a couple stitches. It may not look good, but it does work good. Okay, we're supposed to get down to 6 stitches. I know we're getting close here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looking good. This one comes forward. Now I can move up this little one. Two stitches on there. Okay, are we at 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we are. Okay, now we're going to knit across, and then we will start knitting back. Okay, so that's the last full thing. Now, in order to knit back, you need to be able to put stitches into D. And we know how to do that because we put the tuck into half working position, bring back the stitch on the opposite side, bring forward just a little bit. Now that is being silly. And you can see that it did very well, knitting off. That little bit of noise means that we have to adjust this tuck stitch just a little bit. We're going to come back, move it up just a little bit. Okay, now it's quiet. Okay, so now we're going to we are going to short row back, so we're going to unshort row all the way to 1 right. Makes sense? I'm sure it does. Okay, we got a lot back in action here, so we're going to move up the small one, move up these ones just by hooking just half of it, and now we should be able to go across. Sorry, my head keeps going into the camera. Okay, we're almost there. Put that one under. This one comes back. Okay, so now that goes back that way. This one comes back this way. Knit across. Now we're going to do something that is, I know to some people, very weird, but we're actually going to knit back again. I know, weird. And then remove on waste yarn. So we're not going to take it out of tuck just yet. We are going to knit back, and then we're going to remove it on waste yarn. So what happens with that extra row is that we will have the seaming start in the center work our way out, and then we can go from there. So we need lots, because we are going to sew this entire sock. I'm going to start with at least 6 rounds. Seems excessive, I know. And take this all down. Now I actually need my ravel cord again. So I'm going to very carefully weigh this down with the claw weights. I'm going to grab another claw weight. And then take off the ravel cord and reuse it here. I'm going to pause while I do that. Okay, I have my ravel cord back. Move closer to the work. I'm going to put a clip on my ravel cord. Increase my stitch as far as it'll go. And now I'm going to very, very carefully knit across. Oh, why? Hang on. Okay, out of tuck. I didn't realize I wasn't quite out yet. Knit across. And now I can use my waste yarn and knit several rows in waste yarn so that I can have an easier time disconnecting this. So waste yarn is now on. Several rows of waste yarn. Okay. Alright, I'm now going to latch tool off the waste yarn so I don't lose any stitches, and then we will sew up this sock. I have a little bit of sewing left to do, and then we'll see how this sock looks. Alright, so here we go. This is the sock. As you can see, the sock fits the person perfectly.